a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll get it inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
First and goal.
From the gun, here's Goff. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Value 3, value 3.
Goff. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man right side of St. Brown. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Hey, look, go.
To the air again. Goff. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Looking to put a drive together. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Yellow, going red.
Young now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lee McNeil busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule.
And got his man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff now to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
We're good. We're good. 128, 76.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Under pressure, they got him again. Aleem McNeil. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. They have him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal.
2 for 1. 2 for 5. 180. We go. 76.
Gibbs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go. Blue, yellow, 43 seconds.
Here's Young. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. He's going to field this at the 4.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Lions first down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Lions.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
20.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Gibbs straight ahead. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Ric Flair.
Back to throw. Gone. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Come on, set. Rail. 10 flat. Cut.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Now it's gone. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the ball.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Young. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Need old blue.
Young will set to throw.
Got him in. That's Ligon.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Young.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Slide blue.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Young working out of the gun. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
97. Ready?
Young to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of down.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will get him one closer.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
This is intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. Now he's loose at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. Black 40, rail, smash, red, set.
Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think at the halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green jack, field, black, set.
They'll drop the throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And a completion to Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now Young going to move him around.
2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Young now, operating from the gun.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Odafe Owe in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. 50, red, cycle. Set,
Throwing, Young. And he'll take the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Boom, Melton. 26 yards. And the Panthers have cut the lead back down to 2. But Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on third down, Goff. They will find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Goff throwing again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is taken in at the 5. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have taken the lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower to those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. 3rd and 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Young now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
That's complete right side. It's to Slaw.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
22.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go now. 52, ready, 38. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Goff now to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Cut. Line 20.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. So giving 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
The play fake, now Young. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down.
Here is Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Set. 79 broke. 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 51 yards. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Moreland. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Moreland. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. Given 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Operating from the gun. Moreland. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Back to throw again. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Panthers. Bo Melton with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field.
That's caught inside the 20. And then he taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.